Briefly, I remember in one of our discussion, I made mention that the day an individual will come to terms with the truth or with the fact that you don't own anything, and that is the day that individual will break through. The day you will come to terms that everything that is in your possession today is not yours, rather is something that is entrusted to you. That's the day you break through. And we went on to explain that one of the reasons behind that assertion is that the things that you don't really own, things that are entrusted to you, are things that definitely you give account of at the end of the day. Therefore, you'll be very, very careful in handling those things. So still on that same line, want to strengthen that point because it is one of the foundation of success. Among the things that will help one to become successful is that point, just to strengthen it. There are a few things that are expected of us as human to do in order to become successful. Success is not about what you have. It's not about how much money in your bank account. It's not about the height that you have attained. That is not just the definition of success. Else, so many people that have attained so much heights, like the likes of Adolf Hitler, at the end of the day, the man still committed suicide. So that person that achieved so much, why on earth will he kill himself? Why will he kill himself? There was no reason for him to kill himself if it was by acquisition. So it's not about what you're able to gather. Rather, it is about whom you become. Who you become in life is much more important than what you are able to achieve. Who you become is very much more important than what we accomplish in life. And that's why we must always check the process through which we achieve whatsoever. The process happens to become more important than the results. Some people will tell you that the ends justifies the means. That's a wrong principle. It's the means that should justify. Like we saw the thing that happened last month, and then at the end of the day, declarations were made. So why are there some agitation? People believe that the means to that declaration is not completely okay. So, but at the end of the day, somebody is termed a winner. But what is the process that gave rise to that? Me, I'm not saying whether the process is okay or not, but just trying to explain my position. So it is the means that really should justify the end. So it's not what we achieve in life, it is the process. There was a man in the Bible days that achieved some amount of money, about 30 pieces of silver. And how he was able to achieve that was by betraying somebody. So he gained some money, right? He got some few pieces of silver. But at the end of the day, that was not success, because that was what led to his suicide. He killed himself because the person he became through that process that gave him that gain was not the person he wanted to become. So the process is always much more important. Now, one of the simplest foundation that surrounds success is that of being grateful. Gratitude. Gratitude is something that is of essence. And how we want to explain it is that the moment you are not grateful for the few things you have, few things that has been entrusted to you, definitely you are exercising or displaying a negative mentality. And we know that mentality is what governs what we become in life. As he thinketh in his mind, so is he. So an individual that exhibits a negative mentality cannot become successful, even if you give the person $1 billion, $1 trillion. But for the fact that the mindset of that individual is negative, that person cannot become successful. And that is why most of the people, even after they have achieved some things that we can call success, they must have gotten big houses, got lots of money, but at the end of the day, you still see them kill themselves. They commit suicide. Reason is because of negative energy, negative mentality. So gratitude is a form of positive attitude, is a positive mentality that we carry. How do I mean? It is a mentality that positions us to have this abundant mentality. That is, we begin to think of what we have much more than what we lack. Actually, there is no individual here that doesn't lack one thing or the other. But if you also look very well, there is something that you have that some other person doesn't have. So it's about our point of view in life, how we view this life. Gratitude will help you to be looking at life from the point of what you have, not from the point of what you lack. Because if you pay more attention to the things you have and become grateful for them, they open you up to having those things that you lack. But if we pay attention to the things we lack, they will also open you up to begin to lose the things that you have. So you see somebody that is already a governor, for example, because he's eyeing to become president. The little position that has been given to him is not okay for him. He's not even grateful. In this nation, how many states do we have? 36. So you will only have 36 governors at a time. How many million people are we? Over 200 million. Out of 200 million people, 36 of you were chosen to represent each state. Somebody should be grateful. But because these people lack these attributes, so they don't term what they have as success. Rather, they will begin to pay attention to the things that they don't have. And before you know it, they will destroy the much. I know a lot of people that came from the religious quarter to become state governors. But today they have turned to become beasts. I knew my early days in the university, when we hear about some people that came from the states, some of the states, to become state governors. Today, what have they become? It's because they lack this quality. No matter what those people have in this life, for me, they are not successful people. Because if what you are pursuing begins to take the life or destroy the life of other people, friends, this one is not success. People that have integrity, the moment they discover that their action is destroying a community or few people, people that have integrity, some even kill themselves because they can't imagine their action destroying the life of anybody. People are not grateful. That's why they are not termed successful people. Think about it. Some 10, 20 years ago, where were you? Who were you? And then today, look how much you've achieved. Some people never had the chance of going to university. Many people wanted to, not that they don't have brains, but nobody to send them to school. Many went to school on scholarship. People paid their tuition. Many came from very poor background that they are not able to take themselves to school. Their parents could not train them. Community contributed money to train them. Today, those people turn around to become the problem of the community. You can't term that as somebody that is successful. So no matter what anybody has in this life, and that you cannot show this gratitude, you are not a successful person. Because you cannot build anything on top of nothing. This is the foundation. That there is nothing in this life that I have that is truly mine. It is something that is entrusted to you. Even the political positions that people get is an entrustment. The election that people are voting, people are entrusting their rights to you. It's not you. Because if the people didn't choose you, you will not be there. Now, whoever that emerges as a winner should not become a tyrant, because it could have been another person. No matter where you are, let's learn to cultivate the lifestyle of gratitude. From time to time, reflect within yourself. 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, where was I? Some of us almost took some terrible decisions when the road was terribly tough. But today, we've gotten some relief. Why not reflect on the past? Then be grateful. It is this mindset that will open us up to help others. To help others. I was talking to a young man the other day. I told the other man, because he was trying to appreciate me for the little thing that we did for him and his group. I told him, no, I'm doing my own part. That there was a time that some people gave me a lifeline. Gave me a lifeline. It could be $1,000. That amount of money was able to sustain me for some periods. There was a time I was kept in another person's house. Then I didn't have a place of my own. That was a lifeline. Now you can afford yours. Why not reflect? Remember that there are people in this life that cannot afford accommodation because you've once been there. There are some people that cannot afford daily bread because you have once been there. You've been there before. Don't just forget your journey. The essence of these experiences is not because God wants us to suffer. No. He's just passing us through a process. Remember, I talked about process. He's passing us through process. It's not a must that everybody will pass through the same process. But if you've been opportune to pass through a process, don't burn the bridge. Don't forget the experiences you had. Always remember that there are still people in that shoes. For the fact that God has saved you or somebody has helped you out of that condition doesn't mean that everybody in that condition has been rescued. Now, it is your turn to go back there to find one or two persons you will help. And then I told the young man, this thing that has been done for you, like Jesus Christ told Peter, he said, the devil has desired to sift you as a wheat, but I have prayed for you. When you are strong, go and pray for another person. Go and pray for others. Don't just forget and say, okay, it's well with me, and forget other people. Somebody did something for you that established you. When you are established, go and help other people. That's the way to show your gratitude, that you are grateful. And you don't need to be the president of a country to show this gratitude. Maybe some of us left the villages or left one place or the other. I bet you there are still people in those areas. How many people were there with you the time rescue came? If you think you are grateful, you need to remember those people and show them some level of kindness. You are alive today. You think because you are careful? There are people that are far younger than myself that are dead. There were certain experiences that I had in the past that people didn't have up to those experiences and they lost their lives. But that you are kept, you should show some level of gratitude. You should show some level of gratitude. For your information, nobody knows the day is going to die. Nobody is really sure the time is going to die. Why live life as though it has been ensured? That is, you have a duplicate copy, maybe 5 duplicates. If 4 expires, you still have 1 of them. The bottom line of what I'm just trying to tell us is that there cannot be real success without gratitude. Be thankful. Apostle Paul told the Thessalonian brethren, he said, be thankful always, for this is the will of God for you. Be thankful always, for this is the will of God for you. Always. So if we will always be thankful, be grateful always, we have little tendency to do people harm. We have little tendency to hurt others. And when you have developed that lifestyle, you're on your pathway to success. So I repeat, success is not about how much money you have been able to earn. If you destroy the lives of people to make money, what kind of success is that? If you kill people to make money, what kind of success is that? If you destroy the future of others in order to gather wealth, that is not success. Because it is the process that will validate the results. This is the much I would want to share with us this morning. And I just pray it will help us to move our mind away from what we lack to the things we have, which is the place of abundance. And as we stay more in the place of the things that we have, like now I have energy, my feet are strong, I can talk, my sights are sharp. Wow. As I pay attention to these things, and then our business is growing, though not at the pace somebody will want them to be, but it's growing. Then we should be thankful to God.